thank you so much. Our Unity Singers, is that what we call them? Yes, our Unity Singers for opening us up so beautifully this morning. My name is Reverend James Kress, and just want to thank you so much for the gift of your presence, being here today, taking time out of your Sunday to join us here in person. If you're joining us online, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have a moment, maybe just if there's a place on the chat to just put your name and where you're tuning in from, that would be nice. It's, again, this hybrid community thing is just really an interesting thing. But what a beautiful day we have, isn't it? What a great day, a beautiful community, beautiful place, beautiful people. And we just hope that you feel the freedom to just sit down, relax, enjoy, and take in all of the love and all of the goodness that's here. We talk here about the light and the love of Christ, and we think about that not so much as a person, certainly reflected in Jesus, but more a consciousness and awareness of the love and the goodness and the light that is in all beings and that is in all of the world. And so to have that refreshed and renewed and connected is what this day and this service is all about. So I'd like to invite, Sina is going to light our Christ candle this morning. Thank you. I knew that. And as she does, just let this be a visual reminder of the light and the love of Christ that is in all beings today. That's why we have that candle here. So would you just join me in a moment of prayer? Dear God, we just give thanks for the gift of this day. We give thanks for the opportunity to gather as a community in love, in life, and in fellowship. And I'm just thankful for all of the people who've worked so hard to put this service together, who are making it happen. The opportunity we have after the service to share in a barbecue together and just be together and enjoy the goodness that's there. And we see all of this as a gift to be warmly and gratefully received. So I give thanks. We give thanks, knowing that this gathering is already perfect, whole, and complete. And now we just have the joy and the experience of living into it in all of its many, many facets and elements. And so for that, I give thanks. Amen. And so it is. Well, you know, one of the things this community has is a reputation for being friendly. Very, very friendly. And so what I'd like to do right now is invite you to get to your feet if you are able, and we're going to have an opportunity to just greet some of the people that are around us. Last week we used a little tagline, gee, don't I look great today? Today you might want to say, gee, you sure look great today, or whatever else comes, okay? Let's take a moment and do that. When you hear the music, we'll come on back and continue this morning.
morning. My name is Roy Ely. I'm the celebration assistant, and man, they're wanting to make sure that we read our scripts because we've been at the end of the service, and now all of a sudden we're at the beginning of the service. So I was afraid you might chase me off with a hook, when I came up here. So anyway, I just want to say, I hope you know that these ladies practice almost every Sunday, and then they offer us this wonderful music. So do me a favor, and during the barbecue, if you see them, go up and give them a big thank you. Thank you, guys. So, we're so happy to have everybody here today. I think there might be a few new faces. If you are new to the service and are brave enough, raise your hand, and our people might have a little packet for you. And thank you for anybody who is online for the first time. And if you would like to be acknowledged in any way, just click on the Connect with Us tab and give us your name and information, and we can reach out to you as well. So actually, I've already acknowledged the music team, our Unity Choir, and then our wonderful music leader, Julie Croteau, and our wonderful piano player, Leanne Erlen Moore. Thank you, ladies. We also try and acknowledge our volunteers, and this Sunday we are acknowledging our InReach team. And just to clarify who the InReach team is, if you are in need of something that we can help you with, whether it's meals, a ride, groceries, just someone to sit with you, maybe play cribbage with you, or remind you what day it is, you are welcome to get in touch with the InReach team. Are they still talking to you, Sienna? Yes, this is the lady who organizes it all. Thank you to you. And here are the people who have responded to Sienna when she reaches out to us. And so thank you to all of them. Prayer. This church, this ministry believes in the power of prayer. I like to think of it when you pray, you are sending energy out that's rearranging molecules, and then it's coming down in this golden light around you. So if you are in need of some of that sparkling golden light, please feel free to fill out the prayer request that should be in the seat pocket, the pocket of the seat that's sitting in front of you, and drop it in one of the prayer vesicles. And vessels. You can't tell I've got a medical background. Vessels, not vesicles.
Do you need coffee today?
No, they threw me off by throwing me in at the beginning instead of at the end, so I just went in. And so if you do that, these prayers will be prayed over here at church and then sent off to Unity Worldwide Ministries, where they pray over for a month. It's a wonderful way to feel like you're getting all prayed up. In addition, we have prayer chaplains, and they are available right after the service. If you've never done it, it's quite an uplift. These people are good at confidential, quiet nurturing through prayer. Would our two prayer chaplains please stand up today? And there's one back here. And now I have the privilege of giving the announcements today. If you want to know everything that's going on, you can tune into unitycenter.org. We have our barbecue, and there are both non-meat eating and meat eating options, so don't let that be an obstacle. And all the condiments, and is a ton of food out there. Please join us whether you brought food or not. And please thank the people who are slaving over the barbecue for their time and effort, because that takes time too. Next week, we are having Jenny Taft back by popular demand as our speaker. And James will be out of town, and then he comes back the following Sunday, right? Okay. Now, there's going to be a Spirit of Unity through music called Let the Music Out, an uplifting night of live entertainment, desserts, and a silent auction, all in support of our vibrant music department. Do you want to add to that? The vibrant part especially, huh?
It's me, vibrant. Yes, we are blessed in this community with such a large number of fabulous musicians, and we only get to see a few of them every Sunday. So at the end of this month, on the last Saturday, the 27th, we're going to have a concert that will showcase some of our fabulous musicians here, and we would love you to participate, to attend. And also there is a sign-up sheet in the back in the hallway by the prayer vessel there. If you have have a silent auction item that you would like to donate, or if you have some time, maybe you can help us that evening with setup or tear down, or even to organize the desserts for that night. Just whatever you think you might have time and energy to do, we would love to have you help us. So there is that sign-up sheet, so make sure you put your name and your contact information on there so I can contact you. And just know that we would love to have you there, and we, as musicians, we love to perform for you, but we just want you to know that we love you, and we are going to be here performing, and hopefully you will participate and come. So that's it.
And you're asking for auction items as well?
Yep, auction items and silent auction items and help, and the if you're performing in it, you get in free. But if you're going to help us out with some big stuff, then you can get in free too. Otherwise, it's $15 a person and $25 for a couple or family.
What about desserts?
Oh, yep, we could use some desserts that night too. So if you want to maybe cook some of your fabulous chocolate cake, I'll eat some of that, or whatever. So if you would like to help with us that way, that'd be awesome too. Yes, Donna. As soon as you can bring them, that'd be awesome. And we also want to start creating, many years ago, we had a team called the FAME team, which was the Fabulous Arts and Music Events Committee. And we would like to start that up again. So if you're interested in doing that, please sign up on the sheet too. That's going to be a committee that actually helps, so I don't have to keep asking every time we do an event. This will be a committee that's already set in place, and we can just go forward from there. So anyway, lots going on. We hope you participate. Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's me, God.
What?
I just wanted to remind you that next Sunday, I think you skipped over, next Sunday is the blessing of the water ceremony.
Next Sunday is the blessing of the waters, yes.
So just
Yes.
for people who collected water for all that time, collecting their water all summer, I just want to remind you, next Sunday is the day you want to bring it in.
Cool. Next Sunday, bring your waters. And then the last thing on the announcements is the Unity Book Sale, a fresh inventory of books available for your perusal. All books are available for $1 each. As to the music thing, I just want to say, having come here forever, because I'm really old, sometimes after the music program is done, I think, oh, I could go home now. That's not casting aspersions on the service, not at it any way. But our music team is such a precious part of our service. I hope you all will help support them by attending, bringing your desserts, bringing your silent auction items, because these folks who perform for us, it's part of the ministry here. So thank you. And now it's time to prepare for meditation.
So just letting those words continuing to stir in your heart and in your mind, I just invite you to take a few nice deep breaths. Maybe allow your eyes to close or gaze downward in a soft focus. And just become aware of your breathing, breathing in and breathing out. Notice yourself sitting in the chair, being held by gravity and supported by the chair, your feet on the floor. So many of these things seem so basic. But to surrender to the flow of love that we've been reflecting on is to remember that love is not manipulated, love is not possessed, love is not controlled. Love is simply an invitation to be present to this moment just as it is. So notice, how is it in this moment right now for you? Can you welcome and acknowledge the love that is in your life right now? Loved ones, animals, nature, ancestors, God, Spirit. Just welcome and invite that loving support into your life. Just allowing your awareness to go inward to your heart. How is it with your heart? Are there thoughts, feelings, cares, and concerns that need your loving attention and presence this morning? Can you offer loving presence to whatever that might be today? Author James Finley says that love protects us from nothing, and it mysteriously sustains us in everything. So if there's suffering or hardship, can you meet that suffering and meet that hardship with love? There's nothing to change. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to do but to just be. Maybe thinking about surrendering to the flow of love. To surrender is not just this sense of giving up, but it can also be thought of as showing up as loving presence and awareness. Maybe just taking a moment now to notice if anything has shifted or changed just in these moments of quiet, or not. And just gently allowing your attention and awareness back into the room, the people around you, the sounds, the smells, the sights. And very gently, as you're ready, opening your eyes.
I really
Thank you. Thank you. Roy, your remarks about music in the church are well received. I've been a minister for 35 years. I don't know if you knew this, but the first 16 of those years was as a music director in some large evangelical churches in the Seattle area, directing choirs, directing orchestras, taking trips with groups all over the world. And I know the experience of being in the service and having this beautiful touch of music. It's like, oh, now we got to listen to a pastor? And now here I am. I is that one. So no offense taken. And if you feel that way, like, wow, my heart's here, hey, no offense taken at all, I think. Thank you. No, it's all good. And I just want to again just tell you how blessed and grateful I feel to be here, to be a part of this congregation, serving you as your minister, and living out that mission of living love and uplifting lives. I know there's something that comes before it. We are a spirit-centered community. Is that it? We are a spirit-centered community, living love and uplifting lives. Let's say it again. We are a spirit-centered community, living love and uplifting lives. Thank you. I forgot to do that earlier, but it was kind of like perfect to be able to do it just now because it's a lead into the message this morning. But I really feel that, and I just want to say thank you for your grace and your patience with me in onboarding. Just getting over here. I officially start full-time on October 1st. As Roy mentioned, did I say that right? Yeah, October 1st. Between now and then, I won't be here next Sunday, but I will be here the 2 Sundays after that. I'm spending a lot of time going back and forth to Seattle because my father passed away 3 weeks ago, and I'm just helping his memorial services coming up on September 22nd. And there's just some other things I need to take care of before I really feel like I can come back here and just, start with integrity. And so it may feel a little squishy, and is he here? Is he not here? What's he going on and doing? But that's why. I want you to know, and I say this with all things, I look forward to becoming an Idaho resident and to becoming a member of this community. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that today. But what I really wanted to do in these opening series of messages, and I'm not sure how long it's going to go, but that mission, our mission of living love and uplifting lives, is very resonant to me. It just means a lot. And so I want to just share what the intention for these messages are as we get through them. There's a couple of them. And the first one is this: may we connect again to our deepest longings and passions. I'm going to assume that every one of us here, myself included, wants to get up and live love and uplift lives in some way. It's going to look different. It's going to feel different. But I think just deep inside all of us, there's a longing and for our lives to have meaning and purpose to do that. And I hope that as we reflect on this, through the different topics and portals that we go through today, that fire that's already in you will just be ignited a little bit more. This isn't a case of trying to start a fire in you, because I think that fire is already there. But what I hope we can do is just create a little bit of space and offer a little bit of oxygen. Like when you take a bellows to a spark, that spark that's already there can fan into flame. And as we go through these weeks, that you can connect into what is it that excites me? What is it that I love to do? What is it that I long to do? What is it that I love to do here in this church? And what is it that I love to do here in this community? And just see what happens, and talk with each other and get to know each other and see, how we can make those things happen. So I hope that is a part of these messages. And then secondly, I hope that we can better know and define our culture. Culture is one of those terms that is what I think of culture. I think of culture as the intersection of values and beliefs and how we live and whatever. Every society, every country, community has a way of expressing its culture. It's reflected in styles of music, art, literature, surroundings, and everything, and so a lot of that here I think is very strongly known and felt, and I hope that we can revisit that again in a fresh new way and lean into it. I told this to the board when I was interviewing, but something that I think about a lot when I think about a church like this, when I think about culture and impact and making a difference in this community, is to ask the question, if this church were to close its doors tomorrow, we're not, so, okay, and I'm not putting anything out there into the universe, okay, so don't worry about it. But if that were to happen, would anybody other than church members notice or care? Yeah. And so I want to be, and hope we can be, that goodness, that source of blessing in the community that, oh my, there would be a sense of sadness and regret. The reason that's important is sometimes, and this is kind of recovering from my previous days in evangelicalism, we do these things with this goodness with kind of a wink, wink, we hope you come over to our side and do all that. And it feels very artificial and genuine. And I have a very strong feeling against it. My happiest days in ministry have been when the church has been all about bringing love, bringing life, bringing hope, and bringing goodness to the community. And if people come or not, that's their choice, Of course, it'd be nice if more people come. Yeah, we all want that. But that's not our primary agenda. Our primary agenda is to love and to bless and to be a blessing to the community. And there's so much good that's already happening. I hope that we can just build on that and grow and get better and better and better. So today, I want to talk about finding love in community. Last week, we talked a little bit about finding love in loss. And the main takeaway that I hope you were to do is we talked about, loss of a loved one that's been very close to me in my life, but there's other ways that we experience loss in, relationships, breakups, finances, health, job, career, or whatever. To think about loss in the framework of clearing and moving. So many times when people experience loss in their lives, many of you have stories like this, things shift and things change. And all of a sudden we start, reprioritizing and reorganizing our life. The disrupting, disorienting nature of loss has this way of shuffling things and reorganizing them so that living love and uplifting lives can express itself in a new way, in a fresh way. It's paradoxical, but that's how it works. Today I want to talk about living love in community. And as I think about that, I just want to tell you a story. Whoops, I'm not ready for that yet. We'll get to that. Okay. Something really significant happened this week that just got me thinking about this. I'm curious if any of you happened to be at McEwen Park on Wednesday night for the music concert thing that went on down there. I know a few of you were because I bumped into you. But I've mentioned before that the music culture in this community has a religious fervor to it. People come out for music, and I love it, because I'm a musician. I like music. Yeah, it was there. And boy, was it fun. I mean, it was hot. It was smoky. There were tons of people there, but Lisa and I were there just taking it all in, and we were right in the middle of the dance pit in the middle, just, having a dance pit or mob, whatever it was called, and just having a wonderful time, taking it all in. And it was a cultural experience for me to be there. And so after it ended, Lisa was off talking with some friends. One of the things I love about her is that she's lived here for so long and knows so many people. It's great. She was off talking with somebody, and I did a little very unscientific, very impromptu poll, but I went up to a couple of people and I said, what do you love about this music and what do you love about this event? And without missing a beat, you know what they said? Nostalgia. Nostalgia. I thought, yeah. I said, thank you for naming that. I was trying to put a name on what's happening here, but it's nostalgia. As I was there, it took me back to my days as a child growing up, spending summers in Greendale, Wisconsin. I was born in Wisconsin. Greendale's a suburb of Milwaukee, and it just took me back to the spirit of that. I just kept thinking, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and... Didn't you ever watch that commercial? Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and... Chevrolet, yes. You're tracking with me so good. Of course you would say music because that's what I've been talking about. But that I kept thinking of that. Yeah, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. It was just it was nostalgia, and it was beautiful, and it was great, and I just loved it. And so what I want to do is we think about, again, our mission and our purpose in this church. There's a nostalgia that's present here as well. Some of you I've met, you've been here for a long time. And I hope, before I do that, I had a little help with ChatGPT to define nostalgia. And so I thought this was really good. Nostalgia is defined as a sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past triggered by senses, smell, sight, sound, associated with positive emotions like warmth and belonging. Is that true? Yeah. This is interesting. While nostalgia serves as a psychological resource, fostering hope, optimism, and connection, excessive obsession with the past can lead to negative feelings of isolation and inability to move forward. Do you agree with that? Yeah. And I know, at least in my life, when I think about the past, I have a bias, and I've been taught and conditioned to let go of the past. Let it go, and all the feelings, all the emotions. And I should say that when we think about nostalgia, for many, I want to acknowledge that for many people, thinking back of the past is not always a happy, warm thing. Many of us have traumatic stories, sad stories that need to be left in the past. But when we think about this sense of warmth and connection and belonging, I would invite you this week, today and this week, to really lean in to the goodness of that nostalgia and allow yourself to appreciate it. I think sometimes we think, I don't want to get stuck in the past. I want to be present and move forward. Yeah, we can do that. But I think, and I have a hunch, that as we go back and we remember what is it that we love about whatever it might be, our family, this church, our community, or whatever, maybe, just maybe, that warmth and that feeling and that connection can inspire creativity and courage to move forward. If we don't always appreciate that, I think sometimes we can face, especially the future when it seems uncertain, with fear. But if we think of love as as the one thing that is inexhaustible, unending, without boundary, without limit, without condition, the nostalgia that we have and the love that we have for this community and this church can be something that can bring us forward into the future. Does that make sense? I'm just curious, when you think of nostalgia, what are some thoughts and feelings that come to your mind? What was it? What? Caramel corn. Yeah. Yeah. What else? What? Childhood music making. Uh-huh. What is it?
Spinning tops.
Spinning tops?
Yeah, the little tops. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. What is it? Have a avocado tree. Got it. Avocado tree. Uh-huh. Yeah. Cherry pie. Yeah. I got introduced to some very good huckleberry pie a couple of weeks ago. Oh, my, is that good? But yes, cherry pie too. Yeah. Good. What? Your first car. Good. So keep thinking about all these things. Now, what are some of the feelings that come to mind as you think about it? What is it?
Curiosity.
All warm? Uh-huh. Curiosity. Fun. Joy. Uh-huh. Peaceful. Good. Let's take this one step further. And this beautiful. Let me invite you to take this one step further, okay? And if this might be a little out there for some of you, okay, that's fine. Okay, but where does it live in your body when you think of the warmth and the good? Do you know? Your what? Your heart? The heart? Anywhere else? Stomach? Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just you. Any place else? Heart, stomach? Your face. Sure. Yeah. Our bodies are such a source of wisdom, and I'd invite you this week as you think about this to just notice. Again, this isn't trying to be woo-woo or out there, but it's to acknowledge the fact that we are both human and spiritual, okay? We are not so much human beings trying really hard to have a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having this human experience, and these bodies are an opportunity for our souls and our spirits to be here. So let's pay attention to them. Let's listen to them and just see what they have to say. If that's not your jam, hey, that's cool. No big deal. I mean, it's whatever. But there's a lot of information and a lot of wisdom that can come from doing that. So as we think about finding, what does this have to do with finding love in community? Well, it's this, and I want to offer 3 ways that we can find love in community. Okay, and the first one is this: remember that we belong to each other. Remember that we belong to each other. Richard Rohr writes, "What God loves, God becomes." In the Bible, the book of Romans, chapter 8, Paul says, "God's Spirit and our spirit bear common witness that we are indeed children of God." Now, that's a verse that I'll call it common Christianity has kind of appropriated and applied only to Christians. Christians as they would define it. Christians as being people who've maybe said a prayer and accepted Jesus into their heart as their Lord and Savior, who believe a certain bunch of doctrinal facts about Jesus, and are a part of some kind of a so-called Christian church. That's all fine. That's all well and good. I want to, though, invite you to take these words and read them as maybe the first hearer of those words might have heard them. Paul wrote those words to people living in Rome who were followers of this new thing called the Way. It was a way of living love and uplifting lives. I'm inserting that in there intentionally. That was lived and taught by this human being called Jesus, that was turning communities inside out and upside down. It was challenging religious structures and religious assumptions and religious biases that people had. And an error of Christianity today is making it all about the predominant religious system of that particular day. It's not about that. It's about the biases and the systems that all of us today, hold on to and do that. But the point to that is God's Spirit bears witness to our spirit that we, all of us, regardless of your background, regardless of what you know or don't know, are children of God. And I love that word children because you can't unchild a child. You might want to, you may want to be unparented from your parents, okay? I mean, that's life, right? Yes. But yet you can't. There's a permanence to that. And so so it's important to look, it's easy to look back in history and go, oh yeah, those thick-headed, brain-headed people, how could they be so crazy and silly to believe stuff like that? It's more thoughtful, though, and useful to reflect, what are the beliefs in my life about maybe myself or about others that cause division that isn't really there? We come back to the fact that we do all belong here to each other, just as we are, just because we are. And we allow that belonging to allow us to belong authentically who we are. This is why nostalgia is so important, because nostalgia is all a part of your special story. It's going to be different than mine. Like I said, when I was at that concert, I was like, wow, I was all caught up in it. It's like, you don't see a lot of this in Seattle, And so it was like, okay, it was really cool. But it's like, wait a minute, I can enjoy this and be a part of this, and not try to pretend or be somebody that I'm not. I'm going to be authentically me. And just like, for each of you, I don't want you to be somebody that you're not, to try to please me or try to please the church. I want you to be just who you are. Because it's in that place that we find that authentic love and we find that authentic community, and we can find love in community. All right, the second one. Honor your uniqueness. Honor your uniqueness. So we all belong to each other, and we're all different, and we're all unique. I look forward to, in the days and the weeks to come, having more events like our barbecue today and whatever, where we can just gather around a meal and just share our stories and learn more about each other and get to know each other. Some of you already know each other real well, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you and your stories better, and I sense that you are getting ready and willing to learn more of mine. But it's this point of being able to honor your uniqueness. Let me put it to you this way. Think about the difference between a salad and a smoothie. Both are good, right? How many of you have a favorite salad? What's your favorite salad? Just call it out. What do you like? What is it? Caprese? I think I heard Caesar. Chicken Caesar. Okay, all right. Any other kind of favorite salads out there? What? A chopped salad. Anybody else feel like Cobb salad? Cobb salad. Potato salad. Sure. Yeah, it's good, right? Now would that salad change if you put it in a blender and mixed it all up? Some. Okay, but I think sometimes, and the reason I say this is important, because this is, I think, when people hear the word unity and they think of this, as a unity church, their perception of it, and maybe this is yours, is that we put everything in a blender, religion, faith, people, and mix it all up, and it's all the same. Okay? No. We affirm the differences. We affirm the uniquenesses of individuals. We also affirm the differences of other faiths and other religions and other spirituality. We don't say that Christianity is the same as Judaism, is the same as Islam, is the same as Hinduism, is the same as Buddhism. They all treat different things and answer different questions about life. What we can find is we can welcome the goodness of it and see the harmony and the value in all of it. As a musician, I liken it to an orchestra. A violin is not a flute, is not a clarinet, is not a trumpet, is not a drum. They're all different. And each of those instruments, when played well by themselves, sound beautiful. But when all of those instruments play together and combine their unique sounds and voices and everything, that's what I love about choirs. When all the sounds come together, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And so I look at all of the expressions of faith and spirituality and religion and belief out there as expressions of a symphony of love that's already happening. So we don't need to try to whip up and create something and make something happen here. We just rather open our hearts to the sound, to the feel of the music, and let ourselves be carried, and let ourselves be influenced, and let ourselves be affected by the love that's already there, honoring the unique beliefs and stories and backgrounds and nostalgia that we all bring. Isn't that beautiful? It's just great. I mean, it makes me wish that you all had instruments now. We could just start playing a symphony orchestra together, but maybe someday we'll do that. So, honor your uniqueness. The quote that I'd like to say here, again, this is from Richard Rohr, who says that the only thing that separates us is the belief that we're separate. So, you may be a violin or an apple or romaine lettuce. Someone else might be a hard-boiled egg or bacon. I'm running all these different salads through my head right now, walnut, pecan, or whatever, okay? Yeah, whatever, Notice how the mind might want to latch on and say, well, okay, I don't fit in, or I don't belong, or they don't belong, whatever. I'm gonna kind of noodle with you a little bit here, and I say this with all tenderness and with all respect, but I was at this concert on Wednesday. I wondered how a Latin group would be welcome here, or an African group, or an indigenous group. One of my favorite groups is the Gypsy Kings. I see them, yeah, okay. Doon, 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 doon. And it's very Latin, and it's got that thing to it, How welcome, would that be in our community? So good, I'm glad to hear that, but I think, music can be one of those things where it's easy to go, oh, that's not for me, or I don't like that, or whatever. And it's not to say that you have to like it, but can it be welcomed and appreciated for what it is? Other religious beliefs, other traditions, use names and terminology. Here in this one, we talk about ministers, reverends. Some traditions use pastors. Some use teachers, guides, directors, shamans, witches, okay? And all of those things evoke different things in it, okay? Here's the point. Notice it and appreciate it. There's nothing right or wrong or good or bad around it, but notice how the mind is going to want to create judgments that separate, okay? And it's not the fact that we're separate, it's just the fact that we're different. Both can be true. We can all be one, and we can all be different at the same time, right? Right. All right, last one. Make purpose and mission your anchor. So if you feel lost, if you feel unsettled, if you feel like, oh my gosh, where are we going here? Just remember this. We are here to live, love, and uplift lives. Every class, every gathering, every event, every teaching, every communication is intended to be an offering of love, an offering of connection. There's no forcing, there's no manipulating, there's no coercing. You have agency and choice to participate however you want in ways that you want, and that's okay. But again, that's our intention, and I hope that that's your intention as people that are here today. And it's just so exciting to me. I just tell people, I get to be a part of just a really unique community in a really beautiful part of the country. And I just could not be more excited for the things that I see that are going on here, and when I think about some of the things that will be happening in the future. So let me just kind of wrap this up here with a short little poem, and we'll continue on with our day here today. This is by John O'Donohue. I forget what the title of it is, To Come Home to Yourself. He says, "May all that is unforgiven in you be released. May your fears yield their deepest tranquilities. May all that is unlived in you," I love this, "may all that is unlived in you blossom into a future graced with love." Amen, and so it is.
Lovely, lovely message. It just feels like it's so right that it's here, and we're all unique and we all love being here. So it's been kind of hot this summer, don't you think? A little dry, a little smoky. So we're going to try to sing in some rain.
I dreamed of freedom and the moon rose, and the way was easy and the path was clear. I dreamed of freedom and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land. And the guardian stars are shining, and the night is bright and clear. I dreamed of freedom and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of heaven and the earth sang, and the sound was easy and the song was clear. I dreamed of heaven and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of heaven and the earth sang, and the sound was easy and the song was clear. I dreamed of heaven and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. And the ancient way is forgotten, and the Father's debts are clear. I dreamed of heaven and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clean. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, and soft and easy, sweet and clean. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. And the flowers bloom in the desert, and the air is fresh and clean. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain and the rains came.
Perfect song. Yeah. Let the rain come. We're going to continue on here by receiving a love offering here shortly. So thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your support of this community and the work that we do. If you're joining us online, I think there's places on the website that can show how you can support us. And we just thank you for that. While you're getting ready for the offering, before we say our action statement in that, I just want to tell you a couple of things. Last week, I told you about a class that I was going to be offering through CSL Seattle. I really appreciate the feedback that I got a lot about it, about the price of the class. And I just thank you for that. I just want you to know that the price for that class was determined by CSL Seattle, and they do that. I don't have anything to do with that, but the long and the short of that story, not for that reason only, but that class has been canceled. So we're not going to be doing that now, but there will be another one coming similar to it, and and it just made me think, okay, well, let's us decide what kind of class we want. So if there's a particular class that would be of interest to you, jot it down on a piece of paper or email it or something like that. Let me know. Sometime in the next couple of weeks, we'll announce a new class that we'll be able to do, and co-create the pricing on that in a way that feels good. One of the things I'll just say it. The cost of living here is much different than it is in Seattle. I love it. I still, one of my happiest places to go is the gas station. I drove home from Seattle yesterday. I paid $4.75 a gallon, and when I got back here, it was $3.55, and it's just like, oh yes, I love Idaho. It's great. So we'll figure all of that out, and so just thank you for that. So just stay tuned for another class, and if you have some ideas about a class that would interest you, please let me know. I'd like to just offer you one other thing that's coming up. Last week you had a chance to meet my partner in love, Lisa. And next month, Lisa is going to be offering a retreat at the place where she works, Luther Haven Lodge. And she's calling it Through the Portal of Rest, a Season of Rest. And there's going to be more details and information about it all. But if you've been out to Luther Haven, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. And Lisa's spearheading it. I'm going to be there to support her and cheer her on. The costs for it are just for the costs of being able to stay there, and all the meals and logistics and everything are included. But we just want to let you know it's coming up on October 17th through the 19th. I think that's Thursday through Saturday, Friday through Saturday. I don't have the dates in front of me, but just wanted to alert you of that. You'll hear more about that in the weeks to come, and there are also some flyers that we'll be putting out there as well. So would love to just see some of you that are able and willing to make it out there do that. Rest is important. I'm learning about it. It's our lives run at Mach 5, and it's just it's good to just slow down and be. To rest is to not be lazy. To rest is to refuel and to reconnect and to become even more effective. So more on that will be coming. I think we're ready to receive our offering now. As we do that, let's say our love offering action statement, which is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive. Thank you for your generosity.
When I wake up in the morning or lay my
Oh, we are blessed, aren't we? Speaking of blessing, let's, as our offering is presented here, just would you join me in a prayer of blessing for this offering? Mindful of the abundant blessings that we have in so many ways in our life, reflected and offered in our time, our talent, and our treasures, our supply. We offer and we receive the offerings here made in love, knowing that it will multiply in many, many, many ways, seen and unseen, miraculous ways, for the cause of living love and uplifting lives in our community and all over the world. And for that, we give thanks. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you. All right, and I think at this point we want to invite our children in. So we're going to invite our children to come into the service and catch us up on what their day has been like today. Let's do that.
It's the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. My sisters and my brothers, we're gonna let it shine. My sisters and my brothers, we're gonna let it shine. My sisters and my brothers, we're gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you, guys. Hi. This is our beautiful group today. It's a couple teenagers in lovely Everest. And I think that Serenity is going to tell us what we did today.
So before we started, we cut up pieces of magazines to for good words and bad words, and then when it started, when everyone got here, we had to determine if the word was a weight and brought us down, or if it was wings and was positive. So we put it in a box, and we each picked out a word, and we did that.
We're talking about how those words can both be used outside and inside, too.
There's a potluck this Sunday, and it is also a barbecue potluck as well. Yeah.
And it's birthday Sunday. So anybody that has a September birthday, please stand so we can sing to you. You too. All right, you got to play too.
I know. God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. So grateful for the gift of you. God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. So grateful for the gift of you. Woo!
Yay, fellow September birthdays. Nice to see who you are. And I've never heard a birthday song like that. That was great. Thank you. Thank you. Well, as the kids make their way back to their families, let's stand and we'll close our service with our peace song and closing prayer. And our closing prayer of protection: the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us, and wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Thank you for coming. We'll see you outside at the barbecue.